Okay. Then we will move on to new business. First item, then, is the 2010-11 Parent-Teacher Conference schedule.
And that was included on your packet. This is basically identical to previous years. You know, as the calendar is set, typically you have the Thursday and the Thursday evening, Friday morning conferences. All the schools, elementary, Robert Cooper, have following that, where on Thursday, November 18th, they'd have the evening conferences and then come back Friday morning. The middle school is doing an open house on September 9th, and then they would have October 7th, and then the Friday morning of November 19th, and the high school would be October 11th, from 4:30 to 8 o'clock, November 18th, the Thursday evening. Not the evening, they do it right at, from the early dismissal from 1:30 to 3:30, and then Friday, November 19th in the morning. And then basically the same format for the second semester. The calendar was approved, as you know, and now if you approve this, then we can make certain parents can get this as part of their calendar and put on their website.
Can we get some data next year on attendance
For the morning.
for those? Do you want to finish it, Judy? On that 8 to 11:30
It's very
conferences? Well, we know, that's why we're asking for data on the number of parents who are there.
Right.
Because it seems ridiculous to have teachers sitting in classrooms to see
10 people?
No one.
10,
Right.
10 people at the middle school and the high school, and see 2 or 3 people at the elementary.
Mark's still sitting here, that time is used. I know they're typically, I hear all the time, the elementaries on the Friday mornings, they are booked because they literally, if I'm an elementary parent, my time slot may be from 9:30 to 9:45, et cetera. The problem becomes, like you said, the high school, middle school.
Yeah, the elementary, very well attended always, but because you're scheduling. And that
Yeah, you're
makes such a
scheduling
difference.
appointments then. I guess even if, say, at the middle school and high school, those mornings were scheduled meetings with parents of, for example, students who were in danger of failing, or if it was scheduling a meeting with a parent who might need, I'm not going to say an IEP, but a DEP, a differentiated plan for perhaps gifted and talented or something, but not just wide open teachers sitting in classrooms.
The middle school, I think, does that, don't they, for that morning one? Because I've gone there and it's like, I couldn't really see anybody because they had scheduled appointments with parents, and so.
That's what we are doing.
Yeah.
So we never, rather than just
Yeah,
sitting
rather than just sitting there.
Yeah.
With the whole team?
Every half hour.
Yeah.
We try to keep 2 people open for parents that do come in. When
Okay.
we schedule 3 teachers to give them for the parents that we do schedule.
That sounds, it would be really good. I know at times you've tried to give us numbers on that, or they've kept track, but I know it has been very low and not as well formulated. So I'm wondering, Mr. Manicki, how well attended are the parent-teacher conferences here at Robert Cooper?
I can tell you the Milwaukee Student Academy actually does not have class that day because they start the Thursday morning already at 8 o'clock with parent conferences. It's required of all their students, and they are through. They're the last ones to leave Thursday night. They're the first ones here Friday morning, and they're still here at the beginning when
Good.
everybody else is. The Excel program, typically you'll see 60 to 70%, which is higher. But Excel, you get 10 students per section. Obviously, the Excel section addition next year, but that'll be more, but still, numbers-wise, they might have 7 or 8 parents there. But that's 70% of kids, which is above any other school, I'm sure. The decisions program, well, maybe not. I'm sorry, maybe not. At least compatible with the elementary. We always like, decisions program, I will tell you from my years at the high school, I might have seen 1 or 2 parents over 7 or 8 years. The middle school, a few more, but I'll tell you, that's probably part of the reason most kids are in decisions.
Sure.
These lack of girls.
Well, that's what I wondered, and that time frame maybe can be adjusted for you guys too. I don't know. It just seems like
You'll find
the,
that wherever you go, it's
Yeah.
it'll be hot and cold. If you
Right.
eliminate that, what are you gonna flood and what parents won't have now?
so do you schedule those Milwaukee Street Academy parents? Are they scheduled? That's really
They're
good.
scheduled.
They have, every kid goes home, this locks, they're open, get your kids in first. And they really use their aid quite a bit there in Milwaukee Street, because she produces that list is up on the wall. And then the problem is that everybody wants to stay just a little bit longer.
Sure.
And in Milwaukee Street, quite often, it's the first time parents hearing something good about their child.
But, well, that's good. That's what it's for. Good. Okay, I guess we would look for a motion then to approve the schedule as presented.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second then to approve the 2010-11 Parent-Teacher Conference schedule as presented. Any further discussion?
I assume this motion includes the request to fulfill the request of the school board members to get a report on the AM session?
Well, I didn't include that because I thought we had requested that and that would just automatically happen.
Okay.
I'll see to it.
That sounds good. So we will get that information, but it will be separate from the...
I'll put it on the next ATM agenda to
Okay.
make certain the principals understand what we're looking for.
Great.
Okay,
That'd
thank
be
you.
great. Okay. So we have a motion and a second then to approve that conference schedule. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay.
Point of clarification, you're looking for data on how many attend. If we already have that data from last year or this spring,
That's fine.
That's fine?
Yep.
we
That's
can
fine.
use this,
Yep.
the existing data also.
Sure.
Yep.
And maybe start planning if we can do something different for the follow, for next year.
And if they have information, if the numbers are lower, that's okay. If it's getting in those students that need
Yeah.
to
Like the
have
middle
a
school
little
is
more
doing the
one
scheduling.
time with the
Yeah.
teacher for the conference.
Or
And
if you have an appointment every half hour, you're only going to have so many.
Sure.
But if it's appointments, that's a whole different thing than sitting in a room and,
Just waiting for people to
Just
come.
waiting for people to come in.
Yeah.
Okay.